Could you maybe give an example where everything just fell into place and the technology worked, and the reasons why that happened?
With the same group of learners, this was another learner who we were also thinking about switch access for, and we believed that she had a really good understanding of cause and effect. So that is that if I press this switch, it is me that is making that song play on the computer. That's the kinds of experience she's had. She was also using switch adapted toys as well, and pressing them to make them go. Quite often, one of the barriers for learners with switch access is that they get stuck at that cause and effect stage, and they don't really move on from there. So we were looking at ways that we could scaffold learning to help this learner move on. So we introduced 2 switches. One switch was going to move music, so if you imagine in a music player, it was going to fast forward it, I guess, and one switch was going to play or choose the music. So we set it up so that one song that we knew she absolutely loved, which was Gangnam Style, would play on one of the choices. It's kind of like a jukebox, and you could skip through with one switch, the move switch, to get to Gangnam Style and play it. And so we showed her and scaffolded how that worked. We demonstrated it with her. We prompted her to do that as well. And the support staff who I was working with got on board of that and gave her lots of experiences to practice that with no expectation that she would do it herself. And over a period of time, she worked out that eventually the Gangnam Style song came on, and that was great. She always got very excited. So we decided to use sabotage as a way to try and teach her that she's got the control to move the music onto the one that she wants.
And sabotage? We
sabotaged it.
Oh, I see. Right. That's interesting. Yes.
So we basically, we had Gangnam Style playing, and then we would say, that's a terrible song. So we would use the move switch to move it on to another song. And after a couple of times of doing this particular pupil kind of had a bit of a giggle, and then worked out that if she kept pressing the move switch, eventually it would get back to Gangnam Style. And I think what really made that work was a number of things. Number one, we found that absolutely really, really motivating thing for that particular pupil. The song Gangnam Style, she loved it, so she was motivated to hear it as much as she could. The second thing that was really important was the support staff, and getting them on board and practicing with the pupil, and everyone using exactly the same language, exactly the same cues and prompts. And I think when it did work for them, it was a real aha moment as well, and they could see, this is what we can now go on and give her an opportunity to learn using these 2 switches.
Okay, very interesting, thanks.